Hello, everybody. DT bringing you real motivation. So it is a great day to be a great day. There's no excuses for anything that's going on in your life at this point in time. And let me say this. What would you do if you had your life to live over again? Like what would you want to change? Who would you want to become? And you have to understand, asking yourself this question helps you start to have a frame of mind. It helps you start to think about what could have been different, what you really want for your life. Like, what would you really do? What would really help you to be different than where you are today? Maybe it's that you feel like you lack confidence. Maybe you feel like you lack skill. Maybe you feel like you lack passion. Maybe you feel like you lack effort. There are all different sorts of things, but what it comes back to is, what would you do if you had this life to start living over again today? Now, I don't know where many people fall on the ladder. Steps start at the bottom. They go all the way up to the top. A ladder mindset is for a reason. Sometimes we start at the top and we fall hard and we just don't quite know how to get back up. See, it's a confidence thing. It's what you must do to inspire yourself, something that you have to instill within yourself, the grit, the attitude, the effort. Sometimes we don't get to start out great. Sometimes we start out great and we don't get to stay at the top. But I think the question lies is, again, if you could have your life to do it all over again, what would you do differently? I mean, think about what your purpose is. Like, what are you meant to be doing? Is there a purpose in your life right now? You take into consideration everything that you've done up until this point. There are some that feel like they have done nothing, which is absolutely not true. If you are here on this earth and you are walking amongst thousands, millions, any amount of people in your day-to-day lives, you have had to done something right in your life. Whether you made it to 16 and you feel like everything's caving in, whether you're 35 and you feel like you missed an opportunity to be what you want, do what you want, see the things that you wanted to see. See, time sets on us at different times in our life. There are things that hit us when we're 35 that we wished would have hit us when we were 20, but it didn't. And the time cannot be rewound. So if you ask yourself the question, what am I doing? What would I be doing to live my best life if I had a chance to redo it all over again? I think that question actually starts from today moving forward. It's, what are you willing to do? Can you see yourself being better? Because you can't get those years back that have already passed. Whether you're 16 or whether you're 40, whether you're 50, whatever stretch you might be in at this point in time, in comparison to your age, it doesn't come back to you. It's not something that you can get back. But what you can do right now is start asking yourself today. Like, it counts right now, today, and moving forward. I wish that I can apologize for all the mistakes that I made in my life to all the people. I wish that I can go back and do it differently. I wish is that I had made different just decisions in my life to be able to be in a different place, but I can't get that back. So I have to start building my dreams. Like some of us have lost that mindset of we're too old to dream. But don't you think that right now at this time, if you had your life to live over again, don't you think that you would want to be that kid that was inspired, that believed in Santa Claus, candy cane, Sugarland, The kid that thought there was nothing that could hold them back. You thought you were a great artist at some point in time. Like you honestly believed in yourself so much that your parents would have to tell you, no, honey, no, sweetie, no, that's not, you're not gonna be good at that. And even then you tried. So go back there to that place starting today. Like your dream. What did you dream about as a kid? Where's that inspiration? Where's that mindset? Where's that you don't really care what anybody else thinks about you mentality? Where's the little girl, the little boy that just did it the way that they wanted to do it? Yeah, you might have broke an arm. You might have put a hole in your pants. You might have actually stood up and everybody was like, I don't get it, but it was fun. You had some ability to just be in the moment and to love you. It was like as kids, we didn't get the same smack in the face. It didn't hit us as hard. So the dreams right now today have to start for you. If you want this life to be different, I don't care how old you are, your dreams will drive you. Now you cannot just dream, but you can have them. You've got to take action. Again, this is today moving forward, because if you had your life to live over again, I can guarantee you every person would say something of this sort. If I had my life to live over again, man, I would become a firefighter. I always dreamed of being a firefighter. We all have that one thing that we dreamed of as a kid. And maybe it's not the same today for you and whatever age you are. But what I'm saying is that what are your dreams? And maybe you don't have the dream that you can relive. Maybe you're at the age where you can't go back or you feel like you couldn't do it. But I guarantee you, you would be lying to yourself if you didn't try. Now, once you try and that you don't accomplish that dream, so be it. It's fine. That's what we do in life. We fail. We fail to be more successful. From our failures, we learn the things that we need to learn to adapt, to overcome, to actually reach the plateau of success. We have to start at the bottom of the ladder and work our way back up. And even if you're at the top of the ladder, dream. Like, think about your dreams. Stay inspired. Stay energized. Stay hungry. As E.T. would say. You know, Les Brown puts it this way. If you were dying today and you were on your deathbed, think about all those ghosts. Think about that. Ghosts of the past. And they're just questioning, why didn't you do something more? Like, why didn't you go to be the greatest basketball player? Why didn't you go to be the greatest football player? Why didn't you go to run your own organization? Why didn't you go to be the wife, the husband, the things that you really wanted to do? Why didn't you do those things? And that voice can just eat at you. Like you missed so many opportunities because you were afraid or because you feared. But if you were dying today and you had to answer to those ghosts of your past, how would you respond to that? And would that death, if you were actually to pass today, would it have any significance in your life? Like, would you have lived at this point in time in your life? Would you have gotten the things that you wanted to get? Would you have become who you wanted to become? Would you have made the impact that you really honestly wanted to make? I doubt that you can answer that truthfully and say yes. And for a lot of us, that is the key. Thinking about what would you do differently if you had a chance to live your life over again today. I'm not telling you to be sappy and sad. What I'm telling you is to be encouraged. Like, your life is beautiful right now. And where you have the opportunity to go is so much better than where you are. You might have been kicked. You might have been stumped on. You might have been passed up. You might have been forgotten. You might have been less loved. You might have been not cared for. But right now, starting today, I feel like you have something within you to start to make the difference. And the way that you do that so that you can honestly say you are taking advantage right now moving forward. Think the question, what would you do today if you had your life to live differently? If you had your life to start over again, what would you do? And just start today. Think about the dreams. Think about the things that you haven't accomplished and why didn't you accomplish them, and actually try today. Like, start giving the best effort. Start making the difference. Start making it count for something. And if you don't have dreams, the one thing that you can do for me, you have a story. Like, don't you want to tell your story? Don't you want to just feel good about how you've gotten this far? Like, if you're hurting, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling like you're not loved and like you're unaccepted, this world has millions of people in it. And what you never want to do is give up hope on yourself, because somebody else out there can actually learn from you. If you are the one that's being bullied, someone else can actually learn from you. You are a hero in someone else's eyes because you made it to the point to where you have today. So love that opportunity to be able to change somebody else's life. Think about that before you think about signing out and not realizing is that when I was a kid, I wanted to do this. And E.T. says it very well. Right now, today, starting here, starting now, it's a I can, I will, I must. And you have to say the I can with so much energy and passion and belief and excitement that it resonates you. This is how you will do things differently from today moving forward. If you want to change your life, this is it. If you had the chance to do it over again, please think about every little detail. Take yourself into that mindset of the kid that you once were. Believe in your dreams and have more of them, and take actions. Tell your story and understand is that your life is meant to be lived on this earth. At your lowest point, at your highest point, if you fall from the highest to the lowest, your life is meant to be lived. The steps on the ladder are meant to be there for a reason. You have to keep getting up and taking the steps towards the top. You have to work hard to stay there, but you have to dream to be in that world. You have to dream to be inspired to keep going, to keep doing more. And if you're at the bottom, you have to dream to know is that life at the top could be possible for you. But it starts with your mindset. So you deserve every day. And ask yourself the question to get very serious about life. If you had the chance to live your life all over again, what would you do? Have a great day.